Hey guys, it's Miss Reed. Today we are working on lesson 9, supporting inferences about informational text. This is the Google Slides material you'll need. You'll also need to open this. It says lesson 6, but it's lesson 9 for us. Supporting inferences about informational text. Chances are that you've probably seen this before and it should be a review. If so, that's awesome because this is something really important that you're always going to be using throughout your entire life, not even just in ELA. So it's cool to get some practice with it. So chances are you probably make inferences all the time, but you don't even realize that you're doing it. So, perfect example. You're outside, middle of the summer, it's like 2 in the afternoon, you're playing with your friends. All of a sudden, the sky gets really, really dark. And the wind starts to blow, the trees are starting to move, and you're like, oh. So based off of what's going on, and the fact that I've been in this situation before, what I know about weather, everything that I've experienced before, I know a storm's coming and I need to get inside. You literally just made an inference. So using what you have in front of you, the text, but also using your background knowledge and other experiences that you've had about whatever it is you're experiencing, and using that to make like a decision or some kind of conclusion, that's an inference. So this is the exact definition of an inference. When you read historical and other informational texts, you use facts, examples, or other details from the text and your own prior knowledge to make inferences. Making inferences will help you understand ideas about a topic that the author does not explicitly or directly explain. So sometimes the author is not going to come out and tell you straight up that the reason why something happened was because of this. But you need to use all the clues that the author gives you in the text and the background knowledge, like what you already know about that subject, to help you figure out something. So this is just an example. So, perfect example. Look at this cartoon. So, just look at it real quick. The girl is saying, do you want more hot sauce? So, if I were to make an inference off of this, I use what I can see from the text. The girl is saying, do you want more hot sauce? There's hot sauce on the table with hot sauce coming out of the top and the lid is off of it. He's got, it looks like fire/smoke coming out of his ears. And he's got hot sauce all over his plate. So I know that I've seen before in like cartoons and whatnot that I've seen characters like when they have something that's too hot or too spicy, like the smoke comes out of their ears. Obviously that can't happen in real life, but I've seen it in like cartoons and in movies before. So I have to think that's what's happening here. I also know that if you put too much hot sauce on something, it can be really hot and you can kind of regret it because it can be really spicy. So when I look at the cartoon, what I'm doing and what I just did for you is I'm doing what the cartoon shows, so the evidence. I told you already, the smoke and fire coming out of the boy's ears, a bottle of hot sauce on the table, the lid is off. There's hot sauce on the boy's plate and his food, and the girl is asking the boy if he wants more hot sauce. You already know he has some. What I know experience, I already told you, hot sauce is super spicy for some people. If you put too much on it, it's spicy for everybody. And again, I've seen this before in cartoons and movies, like this, the smoke coming out of the ears, like even though it doesn't happen in real life, I've seen it. So my inference, my conclusion, like even though it doesn't come out and say it in the text, it doesn't come out and say it in the cartoon, the boy put too much hot sauce on his food and it's too spicy for him. That's what I can conclude. So you can kind of see how I literally just took what was given to me in the picture and used what I already knew or have experienced in my own life, and I came up with my conclusion, my inference. So you're going to be practicing doing the same task. However, you are not going to do the travels of the potato, because I know that we've probably done that already in class. You are going to read, when it pops up, the fruit of the bog. So important things to know, the fruit of the bog. First of all, bog itself, the word, is a wet, marshy area. So as you read this, questions to ask yourself, besides just the inference questions, how did Native Americans use cranberries? Where do cranberries grow best? What happens when cranberries are ripe and ready to harvest? And which 2 states have been top cranberry producers in the United States? So after you've read this, you are going to complete this table on the Google Doc. It is the same type of table that I just completed and you just watched me do based on the cartoon, but instead you'll be using the story, the text, the fruit of the bog, this one, to complete it. And you're completing it in this Google Doc right here. So you can see, sorry, I'm trying to get myself out of the way. This is complete the table below, make an inference about cranberries in Massachusetts and Wisconsin. The text evidence has already been provided for you. So I've already given you, the text has already given you evidence to work with. You have to fill in what you already know based on your background, experience, and information. Now, everybody's going to have something different. I don't expect everybody to have the same thing. And then what is your conclusion about cranberries in Massachusetts and Wisconsin based off of your evidence and what you already know. After you've completed that, you are going to read, scroll down here, why salt, valuable little cubes. You're going to read this text afterwards. There's more information too about why salt. These are the questions to ask yourself as you read. What types of text features has the author included? Remember, text features are always included for a reason. They're important. What simple fact explains, I just want to say examples, explains, I'm like, well, I don't know, read them. What simple fact explains why salt became a valuable item a long time ago? Why was the Via Salarium, or Salt Road, built in ancient Rome? 4, what is the article mostly about, aka main idea? And the last one, what important role has salt played in history? So, after you've read this text right here, you are going to answer this race response right here in this box, and you're going to submit it to me. Make sure you click submit. You're also going to be doing the Google Forms, like why salt, valuable little cubes. You're going to be completing that as well. Make sure you click submit so I can see what you do. All right, see you later.